Hey guys, Unicronobot here, and welcome to the first episode of Nostalgia Reviews, the show where me and Lexatron go back about 5 years or later to the older Transformers that have come out, so that you can get a better idea of if you want something that's not exactly new. So, and today we are going to be looking at the Transformers Universe Special Edition Deluxe Class Megatron. And first, let's look at the packaging. I really like the packaging on this guy. And on the special edition line itself. It's really masterpiece-esque almost. I love the black box. I love this really awesome illustration of Megatron. Side, nice little hologram text. Collect them all, the Optimus Prime and the Overkill. I'm probably going to get them soon. And then right here, Transformers Universe, nice obligatory product shots. I like how it actually shows okay, this is how you transform them. Because this guy, I will admit, is really easy to transform. He's supposed to be one of the easiest Transformers I have. Here you get another Megatron. Then when you open it up, this is where Megatron would be. And then here's his bio. And it says, Megatron, an evil, destructive tyrant bent on total domination of the universe and all of its resources, led his Decepticons on an endless war of conquest. For millions of years, their battle has raged like fire across the galaxy. And now they are here on Earth in a fight to the finish that will determine the fate of the planet and all of its people. Seems legit. Then you got his tech specs here. What I don't get is, I understand his speed, but this is one of the one times where I've seen Megatron's skill be under an 8. It's actually a 7 here, which I've found a little weird. Because because I've never seen anyone say that his skill is less than an 8. So, that's the packaging. Really nice. And now that that's said and done, let's take a look at the figure itself. And here he is. And I gotta say, I really like this guy. Now, if you can't tell, this is obviously a repaint of the Ultimate Battle 2-pack Megatron that we got 7 versions of. And I wanted to review this one because this one's my favorite because they actually painted him G1 style instead of the G2 style. And as you see, he's a generic tank. He rolls pretty well. And I really like all the details put into him, like the molded in details. I mean, the biggest problem is on the other side, you can clearly see those are his legs and that's his abs. Here, you get a nice Decepticon symbol. Oh yeah, what I also like is that the turret does full 360-degree spin. And overall, really nice vehicle mode. It's not, ironic though, you'll see this in both robot and vehicle mode. In the obligatory product shot for Megatron, they took this out. They removed this tip and they actually just painted the end red, which I found very odd, but funny. But yeah, my biggest problem with this mode is this, and you'll also find out when I go talk about his transformation. This is possibly the most annoying part of the robot. The cannon arm. And I'm going to show you now. Alright, so to transform him, it's like I said, this is possibly one of the easiest Transformers I own. You basically just pull this down and bring it out. And there, you have the abs. And then you unpeg these. You flip the foot out. And then you do the same on this side. And there, you got the legs done already. Alright, then what you want to do is you want to turn this around. There are these little pegs that it loosely connects to when you turn it around, and then you just peg it right in there. And now you're going to see why I don't like the arms. Well, I'm going to take his little gun out first, and then try it. Alright, what you basically want to do is you just want to split these apart and bring it down. And then just peg it into the box right here with this. And then you just, see? Problem. And then you just leave that like this. I prefer keeping it like this. And then you just turn the head around. And here you have Megatron in his pretty badass robot mode. And I really like this guy. I really like the G2 look of him, but the G1 paint job makes it look really awesome. But like I said, he has a lot of problems, and my biggest is from this arm. This comes off so easily, strictly because, as you see, like this, the peg that it's supposed to peg into is a hexagon. This is a circle, which means it loosely fits into the peg. And then my other problem is that this little piece right here, like for his gimmick, what you want to do is you open it and then you press this button and it spins. But my biggest problem is when you're transforming him back into vehicle mode, this thing pops off like this bit right here pops off all the time. It's ridiculous. And that's really my biggest problem with him. It's mostly in the cannon arm. Other than that, I really don't have problems with this robot mode. I really love the paint apps. I love the details. I love the molded in Decepticon. Come on, focus. Focus. I love the molded in Decepticon symbol. Really nice paint job. Like, look at that face. That is an evil face. That is the face of death. And also, he has really nice light piping. I'm not sure if it's coming across well, but it's really nice. And overall, I really like this guy. I mean, and on top of that, there's like 8 different versions of this guy. We have the Takara version, which is based on the G2 Hero paint job, which is like purple, red, and green or something. And then we have the original version, which is the green G2 version, which we got like 5 versions of. And then we have this guy, who I honestly think is the best. And accessories, he obviously comes with his cannon, and then he comes with his little pistol, which you can really like. It's really a matter of preference how you want to set this up, but I prefer this. And then you can get him into that badass pose he was in on the obligatory product box. He's really cool. Articulation wise, his arm can spin all the way around. He can go up, down. He has a bicep swivel. He bends at the elbow, nothing at the hand because it's molded in. Head is on a swivel. Same on that side. He's got a bit of a thigh swivel, but mine is really tight, so it doesn't turn that well. Then he has legs on a ball joint, so it can go in, out, good range of motion. Then like a thigh swivel, bends at the knee, and then you got a little toe pivot, double toe pivot actually. You can't do much on this arm other than turn this around and turn this around. But like I said, I usually try to not touch this side because it's really irritating to me. And for size comparison, here he is. And here he is next to the Universe Razor Claw. Obviously, he's a deluxe class, so he's going to be a lot smaller. I don't have the other deluxes from the Classics line or the Universe line, so that was the closest I could do for you. But overall, out of all the versions of this guy we got, I think he's the most worth it. But due to the fact that he's a special edition figure, he goes for a little bit more than you would the regular green Megatron, which Lexatron actually has. I got this guy at the New York Comic Con for about $20, which is a decent price for him. Due to the fact that he's got an exclusive G1 paint job and he comes with a really nice box. So that being said, the price is kind of justified. If not for the fact that I don't have the money to go for the Voyager Classics Megatron, I wouldn't have gotten this guy. But he's a nice addition to my collection. He's a nice addition to my Megatrons. And I would highly recommend him if you get him for a good price. eBay, his price ranges, but for the most part, you're most likely going to find him for about $20. And that's all I really have to say about this guy. I hope you enjoyed this review. This is Unicronobot, and I'll talk to you guys later.